So as the title suggests, we're going to play the Trickster today. I forgot to reset the story point. Whoops.
Writing. What are you standing there for? Keep moving. Only the dead get the day.
Unfortunate. I forgot to turn on the heart rate monitor. I am just screwing up left and right tonight.
What kind of writing?
There we go. Yep, I saw that the Game Pass rumors were true. Wonder how much of that was the dev's decision versus Square Enix. But they'll definitely have more people playing the game. They'll get the game in the hands of more people. I think Microsoft gave them a big paycheck. They may have. Just got the Thunderbird. Now have 7 out of 10. Nice.
Jakob, I've reached.
Yeah, I'm still at 8 out of 10.
I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
Some kind of weird electrical sparks.
Still at 8.
Everywhere.
Means you're getting close. This altar, did I not mention? He's a goddamn electro freak.
But
You need lights
at
up,
least
light
Microsoft
bulbs?
didn't give him a
More
big
like
check to make it an
flashlight,
exclusive.
everything for a mile. Look, I know you've always been able to handle yourself, but this son of a bitch is on a whole other level.
Lightning storm. Uh-oh.
I can't believe it. Outrider, what you just did. I've left 100 men trying.
Don't thank me yet. You still got a war to win.
Not sure anyone's winning this goddamn war. But there's something even more important you might be able to.
Yeah, because if it was an exclusive, then I'd have to play it on through the Windows Store, and that's just a horrible experience.
Bad sign.
Thanks again for getting the guy.
Ain't nothing free.
I find some semblance of
So we're what? 15 days away from launch?
Don't believe.
14, 15 days.
You let me. You. It's. I want to hear the moment our search parties turn up anything about me.
Hey, man. Barker!
You're worse than Barker.
Barker!
Shut it.
Ain't nothing free.
I don't know why I'm coming here.
Come, see what wonders I have for sale.
Another time, mister. I'm having one shitty day.
Or Mr. Chang.
Altered.
Think you
Just
It does have
acting on
co-op.
orders.
1 to
Who's
3
order?
players.
Hey, Shira. I got some business in Hound's territory. What can you tell me about their leader, this guy Barker?
He fights dirty, preys on the innocent. His men are loyal because they're terrified of him.
And you let this guy run things inside your walls?
He's too well fortified at the bottom of the...
The Hound's hideout. Barker will be down here somewhere.
Clear. You get a lot of vibes from a lot of different games from this. Remnant, Division, Destiny. Some people get Warframe, Diablo. A little bit of Gears. I mean, there's a lot of flavor from other games. Borderlands. A lot of flavor from other games that you can see here. Well, I mentioned Diablo simply because of the loot system.
Attention, we are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Darkness Cries. Thank you for the follow. Heard that slowed. Make sure I didn't fuck that up. And probably still did. Yep, it's coming to Game Pass. But like I said, it's got little bits of all these different games that they've pulled from with similar mechanics. Yeah, I mean, it is hard to make something fully original because even if you make a concept that's in another game different, people are still going to compare it to it. Can't play this. I keep getting can't connect to server. I assume you're trying to play it on PC Blades? Yeah.
You're nothing like any other officer. Bring me that bastard's head.
Time I settle up with this captain. Hope he hasn't forgotten me.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Yeah, you do need a Square Enix account. But it's as simple as just linking your Steam account with your account that you create on the Square account.
Don't let him through.
Forgot to follow when you were playing Valheim. Well, I appreciate you coming back. Morning, Pharaoh. So yeah,
Thought I'd have a harder time getting back through.
let's see.
Captain should be hauled up somewhere in here.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to create a Square Enix account. Yeah, this right here. That's probably your problem then. Go to that link, scroll down to the very bottom where it says register. Create your account and link your Steam account. You should be good. You need to figure out if you need to cancel your pre-order. Oh, you won't get your Outriders thing
Outriders
stuff
always
if
pay
you
what's
cancel
owed.
your pre-order.
That soldier will want to see his
If you care
head for
about that
himself.
stuff.
Altered. Captain, what's coming to him?
Keep
Not enough.
you.
Hey, you did a good.
We did a good thing, chat. We did a good thing.
Shira, I'm looking at the epicenter of the explosion. This is where the collapse started.
You can pay for it separately only with Xbox, though. Oop. Interesting. Yo, what's up, Buddha? I'm doing well. How are you doing? So according to my friend Swift, who read something regarding like the special rounds, like the blighted rounds, the tricksters, twisted rounds, volcanic rounds. The rounds currently aren't scaling with firepower, and they're going to be fixing that to where they do. Yep. Yep. Those rounds would be even more OP.
Good to see you again.
Oh.
You'll be pleased.
I find some semblance. After we capture the bunker.
I want to hear the moment our search party.
Have a good one, Shrug.
I'm pretty
Get some rest. I know you've been struggling. I'm not sure where you got the info.
Your lieutenant. What are you?
Knowing him is probably on the Discord. He's usually pretty reliable with his
Come, see what
sources.
Altered.
I think he was about to.
Just acting on orders.
Whose order?
Good to see you again.
Hey, Shira. I got some business in Hound's territory. What can you tell me about their leader?
He's one of the
This
few
guy
people I
Barker?
actually
He
take
fights
information
dirty,
at face
preys on
value.
the innocent. His men are loyal because they're terrified of him.
And you let this guy run things inside your walls?
He's too well fortified at the bottom of the rift.
Rip Mr. Chang. Poor old man. We'll never see his likeness again.
The Hound's hideout. Barker will be down here somewhere.
Where the hell did we teleport to? I got turned all around. Luckily, they grouped up nicely for me. What do I think of this game? I'm loving it. Can't wait for the release. grab this chest. Have you played it yet, Gagoom? Gagoom? It's running until release and after. It's supposedly never coming down. It's a free demo, so you're really not missing out on much if you're not having to put anything into it, so there's no reason for you not to. It does have some flavor of Division and Destiny style PvE. Yeah. Let me message my buddy. But he said anomaly rounds, aka the special ammo, not scaling, currently not scaling with weapon damage. They will in the next live build release. So blighted rounds, twisted rounds, volcanic rounds will scale with weapon damage. Hopefully he's not already asleep.
Yeah. A real good
Altered. You're too late.
What happened here? Where?
Bring me that bastard's head.
Apparently that's a bug, yes. According to him. Like, when I pop twisted rounds, my firepower goes up, but only because of this. So if I take this off, I don't have anything to replace it with, so I can't. But if you look now, since I popped that, my firepower is at 660. $675. $972. But that's because of that helmet mod.
I remember that voice.
So I'm also getting scaling with the Amber Vault, I believe, as well. So whenever something dies, that goes up as well. I forgot to reset. Killing shots increase the damage by 30% for this weapon for 30 seconds and stacks up to 5 kills. Like how... yeah, and it's slowly going back down to its baseline. But just by popping twisted rounds...
Thought I'd have a harder time getting back through.
It goes up.
Hauled up somewhere in here.
It looks like the charges, if you will, the stacks don't fall off independently because it's going back down slowly. What's up, Panthro? So you're better off getting a couple kills and then popping twisted rounds, it seems, or at least killing something in a different manner before. $10.78. Yeah. 1078 seems to be my cap. With twisted rounds active.
Wait!
I'll always pay what's owed. That see his head for herself.
Altered.
Keep
Not enough. You nuts? Hey, you did a good.
Did a good thing. Farmed for 4 hours and got nothing. Gonna take a break. Oh. Okay. I just screwed up my rotation. Apparently I forgot to pick up Terra Infirma.
Grand Marshal's got us.
Thanks again for getting the guy who killed poor Mr. Chang. Well,
They gotta be at each other's throats, too.
thanks again for getting the guy who killed poor Mr. Chang.
All right, now we can reset back to DOS. Actually remember to do this properly next time.
Mold reports.
Thinking of farming for these legendaries might even be worth it by full release. It'll only be good first few levels and become obsolete. People are farming them for the mods, and as well as the titanium they'll get from breaking them down after release. Plus, it's just something to do. And the shards that you get from them, right? Because they have special shards. Close range damage, yeah. Although, they don't have the shard symbol next to that. So, we'd only get crit damage from that one. That one would give us the close range damage, long range damage. Okay.
Jakob, I've reached the solar tower. I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
Some kind of weird electrical sparks flying everywhere.
Means you're getting close. This altar, did I not mention? He's a goddamn electro freak.
You mean he lights up light bulbs?
More like flash frying everything for a mile. Look, I know you've always been able to handle yourself, but this son of a bitch is on a whole other level.
As of recently.
So am I. Oop. You always forget about the mods.
And so
I can't believe it. Outrider, what you just did.
It's not because you're dumb, it's because crafting's not in the game and it's easy to forget about.
You still got a war to win.
Because we're not already doing it, you know?
War. But there's something even more important you might be able to do. In my bunker.
Once we have access to the crafting at level 10, we'll remember a lot more easily. Let's put it that way.
Grand Marshal.
Good to see you again. I don't trust any of those alternatives.
I find some semblance.
Yep, the end game guides.
I don't believe you.
What are you
Let's remember to
standing
pick
there
this
for?
up this
Keep
time.
Moving. Only the dead get the day.
Only the dead get the day off. Yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on the crafting system.
Fuck you. Shudder to think what we did in my past life. What you see is what you get. You cheated!
Come, see what wonders I have. Altered.
I think he was about to show me the good stuff.
Good stuff.
Whose orders?
He runs the Hounds gang. He's trying to
good
take out all
stuff.
the vendors and Rift.
Worst fucking day.
Grand Marshal's got us patrolling.
Hey, Shira. I got some business in Hound's territory. What can you tell me about their leader, this guy Barker?
He fights dirty, preys on the innocent. His men are loyal because they're terrified of him.
And you let this
There'll
guy
be
run
generic
things inside your
legendaries and then
walls?
exotic
He's too well
ones.
fortified at the bottom of the rift. I'm fighting
I assume the ones we have
alongside
now are the
him.
generic ones.
Back on Earth. Fact.
The Hound's hideout.
Yes
Barker will
and
be
no.
Down here somewhere.
I thought in the video we watched yesterday, they said that if it wasn't already an epic or legendary, you could upgrade its level, but that implies that epics can't be made legendaries. Like, I know we can level up our legendaries, but oh, that still works. I guess Earthquake just doesn't work through the floor.
Fuck off! You can't take her back!
Who, the girl? This isn't a rescue, you barker.
Do I know you?
Mr. Chang sends his regards. Oh, come on! I was right in the middle of my line.
You were taking too long.
I was planning it all the way here.
Thanks for the rescue anyway.
In-game guide only says to epic. Yeah. So we can turn a blue into an epic, but not an epic into a legendary. I meant that you can upgrade the level of legendaries, right?
You're nothing like any other
Altered.
What happened here?
What does that fucking look like?
Where?
Bring me that bastard's head.
Time I settle up with this captain. Hope he hasn't forgotten.
Hold the sidelines! Don't let him through!
I remember that.
From an old man to an old man. How's it going? It's going pretty well. Pretty well, man. How you doing, bud?
Thought I'd have a harder time getting back through. Captain should be hauled up somewhere in here.
Back hurts. I'm tired. My right elbow hurts as well for some reason. So it must be a normal Tuesday.
Wait!
Old man Tuesday.
Outriders always pay what's owed. That soldier will want to see his head for herself.
Aiden, no worries, man. Real life is more important.
Altered.
Keep.
Not enough. You nut. Hey.
I'm here for your entertainment whenever you're able to.
Shira, I'm looking at the epicenter of the explosion. This is where the collapse started.
For the most part, I'm still dealing with a little bit of soreness. Still can't lift a lot of weight, but for the most part, recovered. For the most part. Alright, fine. Wanted to slice and dice, but it wouldn't let me. Two blades, if you're still there, did you get it working?
That's sign.
Thanks again for
New
getting the
subscription
guy.
received.
Bathroom.
Dispensing gratitude. Gratitude dispensed.
Well,
Dude,
well,
thank you.
I was hoping I'd see you around these. Well, anything.
Coming in with a tier 1.
Attention, we are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Seems like there's more altered all the time.
I'm not sure how to say this. Yukai Kalamas? Kalamas? Thank you for the follow. Cal is good.
Hear the moment our search parties turn up any-
I'm pretty busy right now.
Fair.
What do you need?
Thank you for the follow.
Whatever we do. Are you?
All right, let's clear our inventory.
Gone. Who the fuck is gonna hold this place together? God help you all when I'm gone. Who the fuck is gonna hold this place together? What are you standing there for? Keep
Really
moving.
enjoying the stream, so I'm glad you're enjoying them. They're not going anywhere. We're here every night with this. haven't gotten a legendary yet myself. Want to get an AR and an LMG. Which AR do you want? Or Thunderbird's the only actual AR, but you have the Amber Vault, which is the double gun, which is basically a double barrel AR.
Do we have here?
Oop. Amber Vault is probably one of my favorite legendaries that I've gotten so far. Oh, we get the Thunderbird and the Voodoo Matchmaker as well. So yeah, we do have 2 ARs. Yeah. Yeah, what's the last I said?
We are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Killer Monk. Thank you for the follow.
Jakub, I've reached the solar tower. I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
Some kind of weird electrical sparks flying everywhere.
Means you're getting close. This altar, did I not mention? He's a goddamn electro freak.
You mean he lights up light
How
bulbs?
do I feel about the Game Pass announcement?
Trying everything for a mile. Look, I know you've always been able to handle
I feel that
yourself, but
Microsoft probably had to write a really big
on a
check.
whole other level.
As a...
I think it'll be good in the long run because it'll get the game in the hands of more players. And that's ultimately what we want. More people playing the game.
Believe it. Outrider, what you just did. I've lost 100 men trying.
Don't thank me yet. You still got a war to win.
Not sure anyone's winning this goddamn war. But there's something even more important you might be able to. Come see me in my bunker.
But the more people you have playing the game, the more people you have to matchmake with. So I count it as a win for the player base.
How the hell does the East Spring? Shudder to think what we did in the
I find some semblance of comfort.
Yeah, I think a lot of people who pre-ordered on Xbox absolutely will be canceling.
I
think this is something they should have announced from the very beginning. But I understand that sometimes deals take longer to iron out the details.
The report. It's...
Hey, I'm talking to you. Guy's crazier than a soup set. You hear? Captain Reiner's dead.
Yeah, good riddance.
I was kind of hoping the Game Pass announcement was Stalker 2, though.
Come, see what wonders
So we
I
finally have a release date
Another
for that.
time, mister. I'm having one shitty day.
Bitter wind.
Bitter wind blows for us all.
Think I care? Who's over?
Worst fucking day.
Hey, Shira. I got some business in Hound's territory. What can you tell me about their leader, this guy Barker?
He fights dirty, preys on the innocent. His men are loyal because they're terrified of him.
And you let this guy run things inside your walls?
He's too well fortified at the bottom.
The Hound's hideout. Barker will be down here somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to lose my progress either. But it doesn't really affect me. This Game Pass on PC requires you to use the Windows Game Store, which is atrocious. So no worry, Buddha. Imagine you have to do all the accolades again. Yeah. We'd get it done eventually. I mean, all this has been is just me passing time waiting for release. Not where I wanted to teleport, thank you very much. Really hoping this game will have a dedicated loot pool. Like right now, you can get any legendary for any enemy, essentially. Like I was saying about generic legendaries earlier. I hope we can only get certain Lego gear weapon from certain bosses. I don't know how I would feel about that. I think I'd be okay with that. But then you'd be farming the same boss over and over again, hoping to get a good version of the legendary. That you're looking for. Why do the expeditions? Because the expeditions will have certain crafting materials that you can only get in expeditions in order to upgrade your legendaries.
We got mutilated. We had the bastards cornered, but
Where?
bring me that bastard's head.
That's how we'll be taking our gear to level 50.
Time I settle up with this captain. Hope he hasn't forgotten.
Yeah, that could be cool. Could be a nightmare for some, though. Those with horrible RNG.
Don't let him through.
I remember that voice. Thought I'd have a harder time getting back through. Captain should be hauled up somewhere in here.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with Frozen here. Like, if they can drop from anything, like all Legos can drop from anything, it prevents situations where we're doing a captain farm over and over again. killing the same thing over and over and over again, which I find incredibly boring. I like being able to go do a variety of things and still get my Lego drops. At the beginning, I thought you could only get the Grim from Goss.
Outriders always pay what's owed. That soldier will want to see his head for herself.
But if there's an exclusive Lego to a certain boss, that's the kind of situation where you'd wind up in, where you're just doing that over and over again, and it would just get very monotonous to me. As we all know, I like variety.
Altered.
I like having a variety of things to do. Not being stuck in doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Shira, I'm looking at the epicenter of the explosion. This is where the collapse started.
But it would be cool that if a boss had exclusive ones, it's just farming for it would get very boring. I get what you're saying. Oh, we're clear.